Hey everybody, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Hodges, and I was born with a facial port wine stain birthmark. And about 3 in 1,000 have a port wine stain birthmark, and it's caused by larger blood vessels. And in some cases, like mine, the birthmark goes all the way to the brain. Not everybody's, but like a smaller percentage of the 3 in 1,000. And so in my case, I get migraines and I have glaucoma, so I have to do eye drops twice a day in my eye to make sure that I don't go blind from the pressure. So that's a little bit about my condition, and when it does affect the brain and the eye, by the way, it's called Sturge-Weber syndrome. And again, it's more rare than the port wine stain, but some people do have it when it's on the face and the head area. To tell you a little more about my story on the personal side, I'm 25, and in 25 years, I've had people who have told me that I'm contagious, that I must have skin cancer, that I don't have a birthmark, that surely doctors can do something about it, that I should switch makeup brands to hide it better because other people are bothered by it more than I must be. In addition, I was also turned into a meme 2 years ago that went viral to 30 million people around the world, and one share alone had 256,000 likes. And I read about 30,000 comments. I mean, there were way more than that. But my computer spazzed and was like, yo, you gotta stop. So I only read about 30,000, and there were some interesting comments there too. Some kind like a compliment sandwich, where they say things like, she's beautiful, but she'd be more beautiful if that weren't so dominantly placed. So I blog about my experience, how I choose to overcome a lot of situations, or sometimes I'm super raw and honest and say, hey, I went to my car and I ugly cried because that comment really hurt. Even though I feel like I have a lot of confidence in myself, I'm still human and I still have feelings. And I wanted to talk to you about my project Embrace You. Many of you have probably seen it, where I had this idea walking down the streets in New York. I saw these street artists drawing tourists, and I thought, what would happen if I asked them to draw me? Would they include my birthmark? Would they not? What would this conversation look like? In the end, I had about 50 artists from around the world draw me, from about 26 countries or so, ranging from places like California to Venezuela and India, Pakistan, Spain, Japan, all sorts of countries. And they all portrayed my birthmark in different ways. And I called this experiment Embrace You, because I realize so often we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see. We're having a bad hair day, we're having an acne breakout, we've been bullied, or we've just never been friends with our reflection. And yet, 50 artists have drawn me. No two pieces look exactly the same. And I realized in that moment that no matter how we see ourselves in the mirror, we might be focusing on the little details of our hair, the acne, whatever, that's not how the rest of the world necessarily sees us. They don't instantly necessarily go to our acne or a bigger hair or the curly, frizzy hair. They don't necessarily focus on that. They see you as a whole. So we need to embrace who we are as we are, because let's not focus on the little details. Focus on ourselves as a whole. Embrace our whole selves, the way that we were made. And, that goes from our physical appearance to our passions. Embracing your gifts if you're a photographer, if you're a writer, if you're a musician. To our passions if you're interested in human trafficking or orphans or helping the poor, teaching kids. We need to embrace who we are, because when we embrace who we are as we are, that's when we can truly dare to dream God-sized dreams and dare to change the world. And so I called it Embrace You, because I just want to encourage everyone to embrace who they are. Clearly, because I said it like several times, right? But in this video and on the second Embrace You blog post, because I've done two, one initially, and I didn't want to make the post too long, so I did a second one. And with this video and the second blog post, I want to give you a challenge. So many people struggle to embrace who they are, again, from their physical appearance to their internal passions and talents. I would like to encourage you to take the time to encourage somebody. Send them a tweet and say, hey, you did an awesome job in your school play. Write them a card and say, dude, you make me laugh all the time and I'm so grateful. Send them a Facebook post or a video. Send them a snap on Snapchat and just encourage them to embrace something that they've done recently and to say, you're awesome at this, or you're super gorgeous. Just encourage somebody. That's all I'm asking. And I love snail mail, so that's probably what I'll do. Probably do real cards with what's it called? wax seal. There we go. And so just encourage somebody today. And also, I plan to be making more of these videos. So if you have an idea or a topic you want me to cover, ranging from the birthmark, the experience with the birthmark, everyday life, whatever you want to hear about, if you've checked out my blog, if you want to hear more about something, go ahead and mention the idea to me. I would love to hear it and to try to do a video on the topic. I'm open to suggestions, so feel free to follow me, to watch future videos, send me a message and say, hey, can you cover this? Yeah, just shoot me a message, and thank you for checking out my blog and for watching this video, and I look forward to hanging out later on the internet. So I hope you're having a great day and that you're embracing you. Thank you.